Welcome back to the Woodgrafter. Today I'm starting a mini-series looking at how to price products that will sell in the marketplace. That sounds good? Stick around. One of the most frequent questions I get asked from the business side of the Woodgrafter is how do I price my products into the marketplace? And if you're a maker, whether you're doing this full-time or whether you're doing this as a side hustle as it's called, that is probably a question that's on your mind. Today starts a mini-series, 3 parts, 3 videos, that's going to focus on answering that very question. The first video, this one, is going to start at looking at how do you calculate your hourly rate. Your hourly rate not only is your income, but it's also the thing that allows you to run a business successfully and invest in the growth of that business overall. So getting your hourly rate correct is critical. The second part is going to look at how do you price a product. Not the price into the marketplace, how do you price a product and what price would you need to sell a product at to make your business profitable. And the final part will focus on the market price and what you need to put into that marketplace. So today I want to focus very much on the hourly rate. So the hourly rate needs to cover a number of things. It needs to cover the income that you need to make. That's the thing that gives you the healthy lifestyle that you're looking for. The business costs, those costs that every business has in order to run the business and grow the business as well. Any other income you've got coming through that can offset either the income or the business costs. What I call productive hours, how many hours do you put into the business that actually earn you money as opposed to hours that you put into the business that do not earn you money, and therefore what does your hourly rate need to be? Now this is not rocket science, but it is well worthwhile putting some thought process into this. If you don't get this hourly rate right, your business will not sustain or you'll be too costly in the marketplace that you're trying to go into. So in true Woodgrafter style, I've created a template and a spreadsheet to help us. So here's the quick and dirty calculator that we're going to use, just a simple, very simple Excel spreadsheet. And what I want to do today is to walk you through this. We're going to be looking at the overall income that you need to have a healthy living, a good lifestyle, looking at the running costs of your business, what you need to earn just to keep your business afloat and profitable and moving forward. Any income that you have coming in that will offset either your personal income or the running costs of your business. We'll then talk about your working pattern. How many working days a year are you going to put into the business? Therefore, we'll calculate how many working hours a year you're going to put into the business. We'll look at the total revenue required, and therefore that will allow us to calculate the actual hourly rate that you need to charge in your business. And that's an hourly rate you can use for anything, be that a dedicated craft type project, if you're a maker creating things on things like Etsy, for example, or if you're doing installation and fittings for people, you could use the hourly rate for that. Pretty much the hourly rate that you need no matter what your business is, so it's well worth taking some time to get this right. Incidentally, this template will be available to you as part of the YouTube bundle over on my website, www.thewoodgrafter.com. In this calculator, I'm deriving everything from a month, so it should be quite easy to go and look at your particular bank statements and work out what a lot of these things are. And you may have other things here that you need to include, and that's okay. But what you're trying to do is to capture all the outgoings that you have as part of your lifestyle, not your business, just your lifestyle. But that really equates to the net salary that you need to maintain that lifestyle. Now, I'm going to drop some figures in here. These are just taken from UK averages. I just Googled average UK mortgage, average UK council tax, and these are just arbitrary figures for illustration only. So don't get excited and think you're inside all of my deep dark secrets. So the average mortgage in the UK today is £723 a month. And you can see I'm keeping a running yearly total and I'm summating my total costs at the year level in that grey column. Average council tax is about £140. Average utility bill is about £107. Average life insurance is about £20. Average spend on entertainment, TV, licenses, television, Sky, Netflix, etc. is about £40. To run a family vehicle, including the loan, insurance, petrol, taxation, average spend by family is about £350. Mobile phone bills are about £36. Average house insurance runs at £15 a month. Investments and savings, very subjective, but the UK on average is saving about £200 a month. For food and fun, the average bill is around about £420, and the average UK holiday runs about £3,000 a year, which is about £250 a month. So you can see therefore that Mr. and Mrs. Average 2 adults, 2.4 children, needs about £27,000 a year as an income. Fantastic. So what I've then done is I've looked at the small business. I've modeled this on a small to medium business. Typically the size of a business that's just not working from home anymore and is now beginning to go into its first premises because you're scaling your business up. That's what I've gone for. You're leasing a premises around about 1,000 square feet. That's the sort of model we're talking about here. So the average premises rate is 550 per month. Now, huge caution on that figure. I found huge variations based on locale. So I've just gone to my local area, looked up premises, workshop premises for around about 1,000 square foot, and it came in about £6.59 per square foot per week. So I've used that figure to give me the 550. Yours will be different. The wonderful UK government will tax you on your facilities and your premises, so even if you're leasing, you're still going to pay some of this. It's about £49.90 in the pound, so it's roughly about half, and we can use that figure, so 225 on rates. Decent insurance for your content and liabilities, about £40 per month. Utility charges, your electric, gas, heat, water will run you about £85 per month. Now equipment again is subjective. What I've done is I've allowed for around about £4,000 per year to invest in new equipment or to manage the depreciation of my existing equipment. Now if you were going to go down this world and you were going to equip it, you probably want to get some sort of lease package on your equipment. But I've just put an average allowance there of £350 per month in, which gives me about £4,200 to invest in equipment. Accounts will need doing, and you need a qualified accountant. That will run you about £450 a year, about £38 a month. Telephone bills about £30. Websites you can get for around about £35, but that can skyrocket if you're not careful. I wouldn't buy a vehicle for a business. I would lease it. Then the entire thing becomes tax deductible, and that will run you about £250 for a reasonable size van, and then fuel on top of that about £15 a month. So your business is going to run you at about £19,416 for running cost of your business. Now other income, do you have any other income streams coming through? Now I'm not going to give you exact figures that the Woodgrafter gets, but I have 4 actual revenue streams. I get advertising revenue for the things I do on these YouTube channels. Call it about £150 per month coming in. Affiliate sales and partnerships that I have that you've seen me use in the past, that's quite lucrative. We'll call that round about 450. The online website, YouTube bundles, a prime example, brings about £200 or so in there. Now they are not my business figures, they're just rough estimates, again based on averages of what I see people bringing in, doing the sort of stuff a small business might want to do. Now other income is pretty interesting. You may be doing this as a side hustle and you've got a day job, and all you want to do is for the business to wash its own face. I just want to manage the running costs of my business overall. I don't need it to give me an income at this point. So you could very well come along and say, hey, the income that I need to run, £2,301, I'm going to get that from other sources, so I don't really need to worry about that inside my business. I'm assuming that's not the case, and we are running a business, so we're going to have 0 in the other bucket. But if you do have anything, by all means drop that in, because this is your model, not my model. Let's come down now and talk about days in a working week. How many days a week do you want to dedicate for your business? 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 6 days? Well, we're going to work hard to build our business, so I'm going to dedicate 6 days a week to my business. I'm going to work Monday through Saturday. On Sunday I will rest. So that's my days in a working week. Now running a making business is not all about being in your workshop or your studio and making things. You've got tax to do, you've got bills to pay, you've got stock to manage and order. You get a lot of administration days in a year, and what I tend to do is try and make sure I'm putting 2 days aside per month for that. So that will give me 24 days in a year that are admin days. I also do a lot of design work, I develop products, I prototype products. Not all see the light of day, but I do an awful lot of those. So I'm putting 36 days a year, about 3 days a month into this, that I'm going to be doing development days. I want to take holidays, so I'm going to have 20 days holiday a year. I don't intend to be sick, but you never know, so let's allow for 5 sickness day years. And I also have what I call stock days. Although we can buy a lot of things online now and we can get the raw products for our project shipped to us, that gives me quite a lot of overhead. And it's actually more economical to take a couple of days out to go to my suppliers, pick up in quantity the stuff that I need and bring it back and store it into the workshop. So I'm going to put about 4 stock days in that allow me to do that. They're about half days in reality. And any other days that you believe you're not going to be able to work. So in my model, I've actually got 229 working days inside a year. Fantastic. What I then want to say is how many hours do I want to work in a day? Well, I'm going to work a standard 7.5. I'm already working Saturdays. I don't want to kill myself. I'm going to stop for a sandwich, so I'm going to have 0.5 hours of sandwich time. And travel time, I won't have an awful lot in my business actually, but about 0.5 hours a day. Now, busy business percentage time really is an indication that your business on day one is not going to be a fully business. If your business is already in place and you're just doing a refresh on your hourly rate here, you could be 100% busy and all the time. So out of my 229 working days, are they all productive? I'm going to put in 60%. And that gives me some room for error, so I'll just allow for those ebbs and flows inside the business. Now that calculates, that means I've got 1,718 working hours in a year. Out of those, my lunch hours, my travel hours, gives me about 229 non-billable hours, or dead hours as I call them. I want to bring all that together and allow for the dead hours, the gross working hours, and the busy percentage, 60%. It gives me 893 productive hours in my working year. I then bring my revenue back in, so the total revenue I need was 27,612, that's auto calculated from this side. But don't forget, that's 27,612 after tax. So I want to understand, what do I need before tax, my gross income. Now, there's some great salary calculators out there. Just Google salary calculator for the UK or the US or New Zealand or Australia, wherever you are. You get to this sort of website. This is the UK salary calculator. It's fantastic. And down here, you're going to get a required salary. So click on the required salary link. Now, this particular calculator works on a monthly take-home salary. So I need to take home £2,301. So 2,301, return that, and then press calculate, and then that's going to bring me up this table here. So that's telling me to bring home 2,301, it's actually 2,300.99, I need a monthly income of £2,935.01 before tax and national insurance, which is £35,220.12 per year. I can now take that figure, 35,220, drop it into there, bang. So now I know that in order to have a sustainable business, a good income, and allow for any other incomes that I've got, I need this business to earn me £45,000 a year. I know I've got 893 productive hours, so each of those hours has got to earn me £50.43. So there you go, that's my annual hourly rate for my fictitious business that we're walking through here. So that's all I wanted to cover for today, how to get to that hourly rate. Now, if you want to go and do your own calculation, I'll make this template available to you. It'll be on my website, www.thewoodgrafter.com, and it'll be part of the YouTube bundle. The YouTube bundle is every YouTube video that I think's got some useful information in it, all brought together in an easy format to navigate, along with all the templates or plans that I use and talk about from time to time. The reason I charge £9.99 one-off payment for everything in that bundle today and everything moving forward in that bundle, it just covers the overhead of running a YouTube channel, which, trust me, is expensive. So if you want that, wander over to the website, grab yourself a YouTube bundle, and then fill the details in. So the next video, we're going to focus on the products that we're going to actually make and work out those product prices. Hope you find this useful. I'll see you next time on The Woodgrafter. Take care.